Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, I'm using the CEM 70 now since February 2022 and had so far, beside the fact that the deck axis was a little bit yeah, flexible, which I had to fix at my local tuner, CG5, thanks to CG. There were no trouble, but recently I found the following, and I have to show you this on the hand controller because otherwise you won't believe. So when you start the system, this message comes up. So it says connection error detected in following board's deck board. And what does it mean? Yeah, I found out the hard way. My last imaging session was like this. I had to go to Arcturus, and the mount tried to move to the star and failed and couldn't plate solve. And when I looked at my Aussie Air screen, it has shown very clearly that the deck axis is not moving at all. So that's a huge problem. And so I talked to my seller of the unit, and they recommended pack it and send it back to them for inspection. And this is what I do now in the next couple of days. The SEM will go back, and hopefully they can fix it. Here now on my computer, I wanted to share with you some more details beside the fact that the hand controller has shown an error code for the deck board. How did it start? Quite simple. I was using at that night the other Air and went to Arcturus. So I was thinking everything is okay, but it wasn't. So when you look at the target is fine. Deck and RA axis are set, but the current, so the actual movement of the mount was in the RA axis okay, but the deck axis was fixed to 90 and didn't move a single second. So I knew already at that time something goes wrong here, completely wrong. So and afterwards, when I connected my hand controller, I knew the deck board was damaged. But having a look at the last guiding log, the imaging night before, you can already clearly see that here's something going really weird. The RA axis is somehow acceptable whatsoever, a little bit high, numbers 1.29 arc seconds, but the deck axis is 3 times higher. And when you think I made a bad polar alignment, the polar alignment error was, I think, an acceptable range. So what you see here is a lot of movement of the deck axis, and when you look into a magnified screen of part of that, you see almost all corrections done by the other Air were for the deck axis. So for RA axis, only a small correction was done here in this case. So there was already, I think that was already a clear indication that something is going wrong, but at that moment I didn't know how to interpret this. So yeah, now I'm a little bit smarter about this fact. And when you look at the frequencies, when I compared these frequencies to the normal frequencies when the mount worked without problems, there's a lot of more noise here in the lower part of the frequency spectrum. Yeah? It shows a lot of spikes here in the 0.2, 0.3 range. So we have here some really high spikes, and also the scattergram indicates very clearly where the error is, where the mistake is. It's all in the deck axis in this one. So yeah, that is what I wanted to share with you. And a last look, because I was thinking probably I'm an idiot and the PCB is not tightly connected. So I opened the deck access to get access to the connections, and I checked all of them, and yeah, even checked the motor, but the belt was not too tight, but tight enough to work properly. So yeah, the connections were okay. So the reason must be somewhere else, probably some squeezed cables or whatever, and I have to admit I'm not very happy after 5 months to have such a result with a mount which cost double the price of an Eco 6R, which is doing a very nice job for me. So yeah, if you want, I can keep you up to date what's going on with my seller, what they will do with the mount, and when it comes back, if it's working better or not, which I don't hope. So stay tuned. I will keep you up to date, and clear skies. Bye bye.